I've got an announcement for everybody. The message Bud Light has for you is that if you drink their beer, you are gay. And I'm not being tongue-in-cheek. Bud Light sponsors Cincinnati Pride Parade after Dylan Mulvaney controversy. The reason why I say it that way is after the controversy already put Bud Light in this position where they were viewed as a beer for the LGBT community, Bud Light decided, you know what, whatever, double down, sponsor a Pride event. Mm-hmm. And that's fine. They're allowed to do whatever they want, whatever. That just like I think they've decided, you know what, embrace it. Just go right with it. They are officially the beer for the LGBT community. And I don't know why you're laughing. They're just that's the route they're going. I respect it. You know why? When they sponsor Dylan Mulvaney and try and hem and haw and play this stupid game of no, oh wait, no, we didn't mean it, but not actually apologizing, not actually saying anything. I'm just like, dude, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't make a Clydesdale commercial with 9/11 stuff in it and then do this stuff at the same time. So then they lie low for a little bit. Then they sponsor Pride. They're basically coming out and being like, this is the route we've decided to go. We want to be a niche beer for a small community. And I can respect it. I think they're looking at their brand and they're being like, Bud Light's done. Let's pass it on to this community who likes it and make money with a core base that's substantially smaller than the general market and then focus on something else. I do think it's funny that Budweiser sponsored or was sponsored by or partnered with Harley Davidson because they're like, okay, here's the plan. Budweiser is manly and Bud Light is gay.
I see what they're doing there.
Well, no, it's not a joke. I don't know why you're laughing. It's just literally what they're doing.
Look, man, load the bases, right? You just get everybody out there, load the bases.
Oh yeah, this is a picture.
And then all you got to do is hit a single, and you're making money. You know?
They talk about how they're doing the camo cans or whatever.
I saw that
for veterans.
Yep.
But then they go and do this, and it's like I don't think they look, dude. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about your values. They're just like, I don't know, man. We want to make money. So this is it. This news. This news is what? Because it's coming out today, right?
I think so. Yeah.
This news is breaking.
Yep.
Yeah, on a Friday. So we're after hours. I gotta look, man. I think their stock is gonna drop bad.
Oh yeah.
If their stock already took a major hit from this and they double down, I can't imagine how their stock recovers.
You're talking about Bud Light, right?
Anheuser.
Anheuser, yeah.
Anheuser in general. Mm-hmm. But again, it's not even so much as to whether or not this will impact sales. It's that you have a major scandal. People stop buying. Stock drops. Then, as the stock is going bad, you engage in the same practice that resulted in the boycott in the first place. I have to imagine anybody holding Anheuser stock at this point is going, oh man, I tried to hold out, and just sells. I wouldn't be surprised if their stock drops by like 15 points in the next few days.
And then the Memorial Day rebate too. It's even worse when they're basically giving away free beer because it's more expensive to send it back and throw it away.
The rebate's hilarious.
Yeah, it is the most comical thing ever because people were joking about it. They're like, we can't give it away for free at this point. And then 2 weeks later, it was an actual campaign. Mm-hmm. So it's beyond comical.
It's pretty funny.
I think it does make more sense to just pick a route and take it, though, than to try to please everyone. Because then there's always going to be the group who's like, well, I don't like that they're doing the Pride stuff. And then there's going to be the ads that are like manly men that are going to clash. And it's never going to please the whole customer base.
There's been, for the longest time, for a significant portion, at least of my life, there has been an incentive for companies to avoid politics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because then Michael Jordan said it best, Republicans buy sneakers too.
Yeah.
That's the way it was from the 80s, 90s.
Apocryphal.
Pardon me?
But urban legend.
Yeah.
It really shouldn't matter either. It's crazy to see how many big companies are deciding to make that like a forefront of their advertisements.
Well, I mean, I think it's because of the ESG stuff, because the point is if you're a stakeholder, that they call it stakeholder capitalism. If you have a stake in these companies, if you're a stakeholder, even if you lose money on this particular investment, there are opportunities that will be made for companies that have a high enough ESG score. So you may lose money here, but down the road, there will be opportunities. And essentially what it seems like it's going to turn into is a way to lock people out that don't have a high enough ESG score. It's a social credit system, but for companies. So if you don't have a high enough ESG score, you don't get the opportunities. You don't get the chance to bid on this contract, or you don't get the chance to do this job. You don't get the chance to do this. So whereas there might be companies that lose money in the beginning when they, do something that's unpopular, over time, it's fine because companies that don't play along will be shut out. So it's a social credit course starting with companies, and it'll eventually move down to the population because there are people that have been unbanked, kicked out of the banking system and stuff. That is a real thing. Mm-hmm. It is straight up Maoism coming to America.
Yeah, they already lost like points on their corporate equality index thing. It said
Anheuser did.
Yeah, they had a perfect 100 score, and it doesn't say what it's decreasing to, but they got a letter from the Human Rights Campaign saying that they're going to decrease their score.
Wait, the Human Rights Campaign keeps score?
I guess so.
Well, I keep score from now on too. It's the America score, and I give Anheuser-Busch a minus 50. The worst score you could get, because minus 50 is where we stop for some reason.
Well, what are they losing points for? Putting the VP on leave?
Because I think because they kind of distanced themselves, the non-apology type thing, but it was offensive enough to that crowd.
That's what Target is doing too.
Yeah,
they're just put this stuff in the back of the store.
No, he straight up said, hide this from our customers, but then tell everyone else that we're still on their side. It was like amazingly offensive to everyone. I was really impressed by that.
That's what I was saying. They try to please everyone. They piss everyone off.
He wasn't trying to please everybody. In no sensible reality would you be like, hey, I'm on your side, ALX. We're going to put that Benny Johnson book on the floor so nobody can see it. That's an insult. That's not defending. You're like, okay. It's like acting like it's how you insult someone tongue in cheek.
So are they being boycotted by leftists now too because of that?
You know what I think happened is they said that they had incidents in the South or whatever.
Yeah.
Yo, I bet they went into some like very conservative areas in their targets and they put a bunch of pride stuff. And I bet people walked in and, we hear these stories about confrontations and threats and stuff. And people on the right are like, no, that didn't happen. Like conservatives, dude, I don't think it was conservatives. I told this to Wesley Hunt the other day. I think regular people snapped. I think some dude walked in with his kid down in Alabama or something, his little 4-year-old daughter, to get a pack of beer. And he walks in and he sees it and he's like, what the are you doing? I got my kid here, man. And then probably yelled. And I think there's stuff we just didn't see.
Yeah. Benny did a video yesterday. He was literally at a Target in Tampa yesterday, and it's still right in the front.
Oh, yeah.
So
it probably depends on the city.
Yeah, they said in the South.
At the one in Martinsburg. Target. It's right out front.
Oh, I haven't been there. I've been boycotting.
It was like 5 days ago or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it stayed. It was a video like on Twitter. I can't remember who posted it, but it was some guy like tearing down the pride sign, which that's not cool. That's vandalism. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't break other people's stuff. But it was
captioned terrorism.
Yeah. Well,
I was like, I don't know about terrorism.
Well, that's what Sobek posted the old Summer of Love videos. It's because
it wasn't that. It was. It was
that's
a
what I was saying.
One,
it was in response to that.
Yeah.
Because
when I saw those, I almost fell for it that was real, but I was like, this looks too familiar.
Yeah.
Adrienne Curry said, my friend works at Target in Joliet, Illinois, and people freaked out in the store. Wow. I can see that. Being from Chicago, and we used to hang out in Joliet periodically. I mean, if you live in the Highland area.
Also, hi, Adrienne. Come back anytime.
We've had so many killer shows in Joliet, Illinois. No kidding around. Seriously.
Like, I haven't been there in a very long time. It's probably been 15 years. But my view of the people down there are like, I don't know. How do you describe it? It's hard to describe without being insulting. I say this as a term of endearment. White trashy.
Yeah.
Because like I'm a South Side, like we were South Side white trash-ish. I mean, we're like a mixed family or whatever. But like we lived in this area where everybody was kind of just poor working class white people. And I can imagine people in Joliet being like, get this out of here, man. Like we have kids. But I don't know. Times change. I don't know what Joliet's like these days.
The Forge in Joliet's the place that we play. It's awesome.
They got a prison down there too.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's where Ink and the Clink is. That's where the I think. No, I could be wrong. No.
Old State Prison. Apparently, it's really bad. Yeah, but anyway, the CEO of Target is like, we want to let you all know that we're here and we're on your side and we still do support you. We're just putting you in the back so that nobody can see you. But what you said the one out here was still in the front?
Yes. The one in Martinsburg, and this was a couple days ago, so I'm not sure if the intensity had gotten to the point where they're like, oh, we got to get it out of here. I don't remember exactly what day I went in there. It was the other day, but it was when I went in. Yeah, and they still had plenty of Pride stuff out.
West Virginia, second most Trump supporting state in the country. It's not a country itself. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of woke stuff in West Virginia. It's weird.
I really think it's because the companies there's a lot of pressure from groups like BlackRock and like the Human Rights Campaign and all these non-governmental organizations and stuff that are trying to get companies to behave in a certain way. It's as if the Marxist realized that if you go into a society via capitalism, that'll work. Because that's what happened in China.
Yeah.
China was incredibly poor until Deng Xiaoping opened up markets, and that made China, capable of flourishing.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Timcast IRL podcast. Hang out with us live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. and become a member over at timcast.com for uncensored, members-only shows exclusive. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll see you all next time.